It feels like every time a new Nintendo game comes out, someone has to go on Metacritic and review bomb it. Right now, new Pokemon Snap, which is a great sequel to the cult favorite Pokemon Snap, is averaging about a 4.0 on Metacritic, a score that it wouldn't get if it wasn't being constantly bombarded by these constant zeros from Snoys and I think other Pokemon fans. I'm not really sure what the whole deal is on that. I haven't looked into it that much, but Sony fanboys have been doing this pretty consistently with every Nintendo release, so I imagine they have a role to play in this too. Like every single time a new Nintendo game comes out, these people are in full damage control mode. I got this on my Twitch stream. Oh, this game looks boring. All you do is take pictures of Pokemon. It's not all that fun. Like, what are you talking about? Like, that's the entire... You're supposed to be taking pictures of Pokemon. That's the entire point of the game. Like, and they made it fun. Like, you know, no regard with how, like, the person playing the game, felt about it at all. Of course, I feel very positively about it. Like, You keep seeing this when it comes to every single Nintendo game. Like, I got this when I talked about, like, Ocarina of Time being the best game ever made, when I talked about, like, Star Fox Zero, when I talked about, like, all these other Switch games I've been playing. Like, it's always the same thing. Oh, it's not as good as this, and this. And, it just isn't true. Like, that's all there is to it. Like, we're dealing with a bunch of biased individuals who can't handle the fact that Nintendo has been dominating the console scene for the past 30 years. They can't handle the fact that Nintendo is better than Doom Eternal, than Returnal, than Horizon Zero Dawn, than Death Stranding. Like, who do you know today who even openly still talks about Death Stranding, right? Like, that game was a big disaster, a big disappointment, and yet somehow it's been completely forgotten. That game really should have been, like, one of those examples of something that become notoriously infamous for, like, how much of a bait and switch it was. But instead, we're just going to pretend it's a niche game and move on. Like, whereas Pokemon Snap is better, I think, in a lot of ways than the original. It's longer, for sure. Way more content, way more replay value. How much time have I put into it already? Like, maybe 5, 6 hours, 7 hours, something like that. Like, not quite 10, I don't think. Here I was, like, planning to play it all weekend, but hardly put any time into it at all, I feel like. And it's still going. Like, there's still a lot of things to do in this game, whereas the original only goes on for about 2, if you would know what you're doing. Like, an hour if you know what you're doing. It's everything I wanted in a new Pokemon Snap sequel. It's the same thing, but longer, and more in-depth, and more things going on, and more ways to interact with the Pokemon. Better AI and things like that. I adore this game. And to see it, like, certain individuals, like, do their best to, like, downplay this success is disgusting to me. Like, you people really, really need to get a life.